you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at the stats for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So the New York starting five, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions.
Here we go.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the three slot. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Okongwu slams it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Outside, Towns. And the three off target. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Cullen passes to Johnson. Three-pointer, Daniels. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that is what this league looks like now. Everybody has a three-point shot in their arsenal, and Daniels is no exception.
Now here's Brunson. 17 points in his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges for three. And the three ball is good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's Okongwu. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Alexander-Walker.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Cullen passes to Johnson. Now Daniels jacks up a three. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Bridges outside. Hart outside. They get it back. Brunson outside. New York needs to get off a shot. Hart. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Misses from close range.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here's Anunoby. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And looking at the numbers for Mikal Bridges, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Inside, stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Hart outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Atlanta leading by 7. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, Alexander-Walker following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, free throw shooting. Such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. You take a look at Alexander Walker, one of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Well, these guys are some of the best at converting at the free throw line. And in my opinion, all guards should be able to shoot free throws this well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Now here's Brunson. Still without a basket. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Alexander Walker on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
The numbers here for Robinson. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Brunson outside. Back to Bridges. Robinson sets a screen for Hart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That free throw, no good. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
And most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over it.
Just free to shoot. Alexander Walker with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Now Bridges. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now here's McCollum after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Anunoby kicks to Hart. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He is looking to create.
Outside Daniel. It's McCollum on the wing. Brunson covering. Wide open look here for Okongwu. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. In the corner, Daniels. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Robinson with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Atlanta. Corey Kispert comes in for Alexander Walker. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Clarkson's checked in. Now here's Brunson. Nothing on the board. There's a screen by Robinson. Launches it. Kept alive. For three, Bridges. And he's good on the three ball. Bridges has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. Johnson outside. Pass to Kuminga. Over Bridges. Kuminga, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Robinson a screen on Okongwu. Brunson against Daniel. 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. And the Knicks good for 2.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Daniels passes to Kispert. Back to Daniels. Johnson outside. Shoots over Anunoby. And the basket by Johnson. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Clarkson outside. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Brunson. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kuminga finds Johnson. Kuminga, screen on Robinson. Here's Daniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, and I think this is a promising player we're looking at, especially defensively. Dyson Daniels is a stud at containing the basketball, and he just creates havoc out there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And last season's most improved player. And Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
Jock Landale's checked in for the Hawks. Vincent comes in for Johnson. And then for New York, Diawara's checked in, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Mikal Bridges. That one misses. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Dyson Daniels. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Vincent. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Knicks. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Pass to Landale. Gets in a two-handed slam.
the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Alvarado. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
As to Rizachet. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Hawks lead by 3. Here's Clarkson. And the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Rizachet. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Legend throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
And the Knicks making a change here. Cordy's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 7.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
They set the pick. A 3 from McCollum. And no good that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks ahead. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, they created havoc defensively. They made ball handlers uncomfortable, and they gambled at the right time.
Now, Towns. After the missed 3 from Corey Kispert.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Break there for the deep.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Rizachet. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Count the basket. Rizachet's got 5 now. Knicks trail by 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice job by Clarkson moving the ball there. His coaches would like to see a little more of that.
McCollum looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Alvarado, that's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum outside. After Rizichet. Here's the screen to the paint. Here's Landale. That one goes in. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switcher also for New York. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Landry Shamet. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Count it. Brunson's got the lead up to 1 now for New York.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back over to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Johnson. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Pocket 6. McCollum kicks to Johnson. Pass to Landale. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Landale's got 6 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Brunson. Landale grabs the miss.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Here's Kispert. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And the dunk by Kispert.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Now here's McCollum. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Pass to Kuminga. Sinks the triple. Kuminga's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Kuminga was waiting on that one. He was ready to fire.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, for them, this was a favorable matchup. These teams were really in different places last year.
kind of making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Kispert. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Now, here's Anunoby. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Hart. Towns kicks to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand. You need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. And here is Bridges. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep.
Yeah, Bridges has been experimenting with his motion recently. But when it works, it works.
Okongwu with a screen on Brunson. McCollum, no good.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Alexander Walker. Brunson against McCollum. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. And here's Towns. To Brunson from past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Daniels has got his fifth rebound in this one. For three. Knicks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hart, no good. And it's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Misses and the dry spell continues. The Knicks with the lead. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Good on the triple. Anunoby's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Kuminga's come in for McCollum. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. The Hawks second.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Now here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
No good again that time. New York leading by 5. Brunson the pass to Hart. Robinson a screen on Daniel. To the middle. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
Alexander Walker passes to Kuminga. Pass to Alexander Walker. In the corner, Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Bridges misses. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from long range. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by New York?
Brunson finds Bridges. Hart outside. Robinson sets a screen for Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Shoots over Kuminga. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Zachary Rieseshay is checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And here's Daniels. Here's Rieseshay. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. Rieseshay has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
So it's the Hawks here. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Okongwu with a screen on Anunoby. And it's Rieseshay missing. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. To the inside. Okongwu.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Brunson, no good. Daniels dishes to Johnson. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's 13 points for Onyeka Okongwu. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look at the Hawks, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavered. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. Their scorers do a great job of working off ball. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Cullum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And there's the drive. Alexander-Walker finds Okongwu. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Bridges passes to Brunson. Brunson with a head of steam. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he hits the first of 3. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. And he nails the 3rd.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Brunson kicks to Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Towns has got his 2nd basket of the game.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Here's Bridges, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've held a 12-point lead early. Johnson to screen. Alexander-Walker passes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Boy, Johnson's showing you what a talented player he is. He can score from virtually anywhere on the floor.
Towns a screen on McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. Over Brunson. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Knicks trail by 5. Down low. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Okongwu with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by New York.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Alexander Walker with the ball. Bridges covering. Kicks it out to McCollum. On the wing, Daniels. Defended by Hart. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Knicks trail by 3. Up top, Anunoby. Defended by Alexander Walker. The game now all time. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
McCollum against Brunson. Goes up from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Johnson from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And we've seen Johnson become more confident with his outside shot. Now the next step for him, let's become more consistent.
There's Brunson from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. Pass to Towns. And again, New York with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jonathan Kuminga.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
High post Johnson. Hawks passing it around. Cullen passes to Johnson. And he can't jam it through.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Towns. 11 points in the game. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McCollum, no good.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Back to Anunoby. Hart outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Johnson outside. Okongwu with a screen on Hart. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, that was a very well-designed set, and it resulted in a dime from Jalen Johnson.
Towns against Okongwu. Towns down low. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's McCollum for 3. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Hart. Now Towns. Covered by Okongwu. Towns, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Okongwu finds McCollum. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
Will go for a different look here. Rock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Daniel. Kisper's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Gabe Vincent in for McCollum. Robinson's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. Here's Clarkson. He has 7. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Now, here's Kuminga. 5 points in the game, and the shot goes in. Landale's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Sinks the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Great awareness from Brunson. He draws the defense and able to kick it out for the open 3.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Bridges with the steal. Clarkson outside. Some nice passing by New York here. From downtown, and the Knicks hit again from deep. And look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Now Bridges after the missed 3 from Corey Kisper. A shake. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 1 on Kisper.
Part of what makes Clarkson facing a threat on every possession. He can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good. Clarkson. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here's Vincent. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 5. After Shea. Shoots the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Alvarado. Outside Robinson. Here's Clarkson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Clarkson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Fires from deep, and that one's good. Shea has got 11 points.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Shea looking like a polished shooter already.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
We're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Shea.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand sling.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Jordan Clarkson getting it done for the Knicks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Towns. Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Shamet. There's a screen by Robinson, and that one's good. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And the basket by McCollum.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Alvarado passes to Towns. Fires the 3. And another 3 for New York.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Shea. And the dunk by Shea.
And Shea is having himself a game. Everything is coming together for the young fella.
Shamet kicks to Towns. Clarkson dishes to Robinson. Pass to Alvarado. Towns for 3. Rebound by Kispert. The Hawks trail by 3. McCollum outside. Here's Shea. He's covered by Shamet. And it's Shea missing. New York's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take charge attitude when it comes to scoring.
Here's Landale. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson. Free throw good. Landale.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. New York leading by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the win. He had him with that bump fake. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Towns with the steal. Here's Alvarado. Brunson against Johnson. Brunson, no good. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They say it was last touched by Brunson. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Cullen passes it to Landale. Back to McCollum. Pass to Rizichet to tie it up. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Rizichet's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Some nice passing by New York here. Now Towns. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Fields checked in for Jock Landale.
One shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Hawks trail by 3. To the left side wing. Rizichet with it. He's against Bridges. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And stolen by Anunoby. Inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the game from Towns? And the combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Rizichet with it. Defended by Bridges. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Rizichet. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Towns. And he drives in. Out to Brunson. Towns, a screen on McCollum. Pass to Anunoby. For the 3. Hangs home the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And such poise in pressure situations. Anunoby doesn't let it get to him. Fantastic at keeping his composure.
Rizichet with it. Defended by Bridges. McCollum up top. Makes it off the glass. McCollum's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Bridges shot good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close range shot.
to Rizachet. Plays it up and banks it in. Rizachet's got 23.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the fourth quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Towns, high post. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Hawks trail by 3. Rizachet with it. Johnson outside. Pass to McCollum. Nice move. And McCollum with the save.
And how about the vertical McCollum has? He may have even surprised himself there.
Johnson the pass to Towns. Rebound Atlanta. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Alvarado with it. Covered by Hill. And it's Towns missing. Floats it up for Kuminga. That puts them in the lead. And the Hawks lead by 1. We're right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a beat.
That's a great shot. It just hasn't been his way.
A three-pointer is right on target. 19 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And the shot goes down.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Daniels comes in for Rizachet. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Buddy Hield. And New York with a change here too. Hard, he's checked in for Jose Alvarado. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And Brunson has it in the corner. Daniels against Brunson. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. Beyond the arc. The putback. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Hart fires. It's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Bridges. Rebounded by Towns.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Bridges with the steal. And Brunson, here we go. Got a piece of it. Now Okongwu. Oh, what an Johnson sends the screen for McCollum. Now Johnson. Here's Okongwu. Johnson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's stolen by Johnson. Now McCollum. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Piece of it. Now Johnson, and stolen by Hart. Only one man back on deep. Anunoby, the three doesn't go. Here's the Hawks with the ball. 3-point lead, and there's the three.
Well, C.J. McCollum rising to the occasion. What a clutch performance.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Now Brunson. Puts up the three. Buries the deep ball.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there. second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the three misses. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Onyeka Okongwu.